Hello guys. So in this lecture we will learn about basic of the component. In Angular, a component is a class that controls the part of the app UI. It is responsible for rendering the view and handling the user input and providing data to the view. So the first is view where users see on the screen whatever we show. It is written in the HTML code, and for styling we apply CSS. Now second is class. So class that contains the components logic, the class where we define the properties and method and that provide a data to template and handle the event triggered by the template. And we write the class in a TypeScript. Third is metadata. So metadata consists of information regarding the component. It consists of decorator, which defines whether the class is a simple class or it connects to the components and view. So it includes just all the information regarding the components. So component consists of view, class and metadata together. So let's see in the example how component is used in web applications. So in this example, at the top in the picture is company's logo and slogan, which we define as a single component so that we can use it later if needed. In the same way, we can define component for a header, navigation, about, quick links accordingly. They allow you to reuse UI and logic across your app. They also make it easier to build and maintain large applications, as they allow you to break the app down into smaller and more manageable pieces. So let's see in our Angular project how component is structured. So in our previous Hello World project, we have a default component called app.component.ts, okay, which is the default component. So for now, let's create new component called homepage. So in the terminal, to open a new terminal, right, we have this button plus sign. Click on that one, so it will create a new terminal for us. Okay, so before that, let's create one folder called component so that we can add all our component in that folder. This is just used to structure our project. Okay, so click this plus sign, okay, which create the folder in the app folder and give name components. Okay, so in that folder we will create new component. Now to create a new component, right click on this one and say open in integrated terminal. So what it will do, it will open the terminal with the given path, the components path. Okay, so when you create a new component, it will create in this folder. Okay, and now to create a new component, we have command ng generate component and component name, which is we will give like home page. Okay, or the shortcut of this one is ng gc, g for generate, c for component. Okay, ng generate component homepage and click enter. So it will take few seconds to create the component. Okay, so if you see, right, this full file are created and one file is updated. Okay, if you see in the component, we have folder homepage. It will automatically created once you create the new component, and we have these 4 files. The one is .html, .scss, .spec.ts, and one is the component.ts. So this spec.ts is usually used for the to write the unit testing. So we don't want it, so we will delete it. Now if you see, right, we have 3 files left. One is html, scss and .ts. So now if you open the homepage.component.ts file, we have this add component decorator, and which consists of selector, second is template URL and style URL. I will explain one by one. The selector is used to mention, okay, this name is used to add this component in any other parent component or any other component which you want to show it. Okay, the template URL is nothing but the HTML file, where it's nothing but a view for the user. Okay, where we write our all the HTML code. If you see, the file name is home dash page dot component.html is nothing but this file, home dash page dot component.html, and which will write all our HTML code. Okay, and the last is style URLs, which is the nothing but our SCSS file, which will write all our style site SCSS code. Okay, now if you see, right, this is the component, and this component is connected, written in the component.ts. This particular components selector, template URL, and style URLs. Okay, so for now ignore this. I will explain what is this file, what is implemented on in it, and everything, the constructor ng on it, what's function it used for, and everything. Okay, for now it's just, you can ignore it. But if you see, this three file consist of one component. Okay, now let's take one example how you can use this component. Okay, but before that I will also, let me explain what is app.module.ts. So this is the root module of the application, and also serve as a main entry point for the application. Okay, and it consists of import statement of any dependency that root module needs. Okay, and the declaration of any components, pipes, or directive that root module uses. For example, in this our example, we have app component and the home page component, right, which we just created. It automatically declared in app.module.ts. Okay, so it tells to the our application, okay, these are the two components available in our project. Simple. Then we have two import statements, browser module and app routing module, which by default is created, and we have bootstrapping information for the root component of the applications. So it's nothing but this one. Okay, so as I told you before that this is the metadata. It consists of all our information, and all the declaration of the derivative, decorator, and everything, the import statement, our dependency, and everything. Okay, so now let's go to the homepage component.html. Okay, and we will write one simple HTML code here. It's like, let's take h2 and write this is home page component. Okay, okay, now if you go to the homepage.ts file, we have this selector. Okay, you can change the name of this selector. So I can write like, okay, home page, home dash page. Okay, and use this selector to use this selector can be used to define your component. Okay, for example, if I copy this home dash page and I went to the app.component.html where I want to show that component here. Okay, but before that, let me see how our application shows the data, okay, on the screen. So let me go localhost 4200. So this is what right now it's showing. Okay, it only showing app.component.html, okay, which is the root uh, component. Excuse me. Now if in order to use my home page component, right, I will write like this: home page, the selector name, the opening tag, and the closing tag. Okay, so it will show whatever written in the HTML file in this app.component.html. Okay, and let's save it and let's see how it looks. So if you see, right, so whatever we written in the home page component, it show it here, because we write this, we declare home page component in app.component.html using this selector name. Correct. So whatever we written in the HTML file and whatever logic we written in the .ts file of the home page, it will apply it and it will show it in app.component.html. Okay, as simple as that. If you have any question, any doubts, and if you don't understand anything, please write in the comment box or join our Telegram channel, which the link is in description, or you can DM me on Instagram as well. With the link of the Instagram page again I mentioned in the description. And yeah, um, so if you have any question, just let me know. And in the next chapter we will see about the life cycle of the Angular and the module. Okay, so these two topics we will see. And until now, be happy and keep smiling. Thank you.